You. All right, I'm talking today with Scott Goodson of StrawberryFrog and the author of Uprising, How to Build a Brand and Change the World by Sparking Cultural Movements. How you doing, Scott?
I'm doing very well.
Wow, great to see you.
I hear there's a big hockey game happening in Halifax.
There is. Well, actually, it's up in the Rimouski. It's the Moosehead versus the Oceanic.
The Moosehead versus is it the Moosehead versus the Rimouski? Oceanic?
The Oceanic, because there's an ocean in Rimouski.
Got it. Is it where they have the oceanic sharks?
They do. Sharks are prevalent in the ocean.
You don't want to go skinny dipping.
No, especially during the winter time.
That'd be toothpick dipping.
Yeah, well, the Oceanic, why would they call it the Oceanic if they can't even skate? They just sink, right?
They would just sink, exactly.
Scott Goodson, so how has your run been? You just published this book. You've been on a tour a little bit. How has it been? How's it changed your life?
Well, the thing about the book Uprising is it's all about how living in today's connected world, how easy it is to build a community of activated people behind an idea that you represent. So in this case, I have a book called Uprising, and it's amazing how in the course of, it's been out for about 3 weeks now, it's just had groups of people talking about it and popping up everywhere. Like yesterday, there was a big article in the Irish Times, and there were a lot of people that emailed me from Ireland. Oh yeah, we saw this book, and you have a lot of fans and people behind it over here. And then 2 days earlier, I had people from Spain call, and then there was someone from Canada. So it's this global thing. It's just percolating, and
really,
yeah, it's kind of cool.
So you've done a lot of business all around the world. What country has surprised you the most that is sort of taking on this movement kind of marketing so far? Have you noticed anything like that?
I think the countries that are probably leading that space at the moment are probably, well, obviously, I think Sweden is very strong in that space, because what a movement is when it comes to brand building is it is about first having a philosophy and a purpose, and not talking about yourself, but taking that purpose and finding an idea out there in society and tying that idea back to your purpose so it becomes much bigger. And Swedish brands have always been built with ideals and with a point of view. So Sweden is there. The U.S. is there because the U.S. is... the U.S. I'm doing an interview, Jack. You can sit and watch if you want. The U.S. is there. And surprisingly, India is there. Yeah, we actually had the privilege of working with one of India's most powerful companies called Mahindra, and we sparked a movement for them last year, and it's really caught on, and there's a big discussion in India around movement marketing. So I would say those three countries are definitely in the movement space.
So I think you're talking about is Nanhi Kali, is that correct?
Yes.
And how is that movement? Well, it definitely has helped out Mahindra as being known as the company that helps out the unfortunate, right?
Right.
So is that sort of pulls on the emotional strings, and has that helped Mahindra quite a bit through that movement?
Well, they don't. I mean, the organizations are not necessarily connected. So Mahindra is a sponsor of Nanhi Kali, but it's not. Nanhi Kali doesn't define Mahindra. What I mean by that is Mahindra's way of talking to the world is defined by its own values and its own point of view. Its sponsorship of Nanhi Kali is one way that it demonstrates, the walk in addition to the talk. We are actually just about to, and I will launch it here first on the Willy show.
All right.
We are about to launch a new initiative for Nanhi Kali globally, which will launch probably next day or so, called The Girl Epidemic. and it's going to be big, and it's a very exciting campaign, which should get a lot of people talking around the world. So last year we launched the girlstore.org, which has been a fabulous global movement, and this year we're launching the Girl Epidemic.
Wow. So it's getting more and more severe.
It is, yeah. So
with every campaign, there's a strategy, of course, that's well in place before you launch anything. You cross the I's, dot the T's. Did I just say that opposite? I guess it's my dyslexia. That's okay. But with strategy, everything's lined right up. But as you see recently with Facebook, there's been countries that have been toppled because of the Facebook buzz of get rid of the leader. How open to change is a movement marketing campaign?
Well, I think the first movement marketing campaign was started when somebody was dotting the T's and crossing the I's, and then there was a movement to change that, and I think it had significant effect. Actually, the first recorded movement, I think, on record was probably when the Catholic Church came in and decided that New Year's wasn't going to be April. They went out and they said, actually, it's not going to be April 1st, it's going to be January 1st. And they created a movement against that. And they said anybody who celebrates New Year's on the 1st of April is a fool. And they created this whole culture around April Fools. And it's a great example of how, there's just a whole culture around an idea. So yeah, it starts with a strategy and it starts with an objective. What do you want to achieve? What do you want people to do? It's not an advertising campaign. An advertising campaign has a strategy that says, what do you want people to think? What do you want people to feel? In case of a movement, really the brief is, or the strategy is, what do you want people to do? And because you really want to activate somebody when you're doing a movement. And so that would be the starting point.
Cool. Now, to change...
what is that in the background? Is that an accordion?
That is an accordion. Where is it? Right here?
Okay. I thought it was something that... I thought it was a picture, and I thought it was saying, Home Sweet Homer.
Home Sweet Homer. I don't know if I can play it right here, but I'll try. Wait a sec. Can't see the buttons. Can't see the buttons. That's it. We're doing that's it. That's it. That's all.
Wow. You should have your own TV show.
I know. I'm definitely. I have visions of doing something like that, and would love to have the support of people like you and all my friends to watch it, and we'll get views up to over the hundreds.
Well, I'll tell you, Conan O'Brien has nothing on you.
Well, he does actually. He has red hair, and that sticks out on TV a lot better.
You used to have hair that stuck out a lot.
I know. I'm down to the short hair, and it's just not working. It's just I can't do the fro anymore. Can't do the fro anymore. Ever since I started wearing a bowler hat for part of my shows, the fro I couldn't have the fro because the bowler hat wouldn't fit on. Anyways, to change gears a bit, was MadMaN created because of you, MadMaN? Because, as you know, Don Draper's wife is from Montreal.
She is, and she's got the teeth to prove it.
Yes, she does. They were just placed right in there, weren't they? Well,
Canadians don't have that same teeth, desire to have perfection as other countries. Like my dentist, he always said, "Be proud of your crooked teeth," and he was from Montreal. Yeah. So I think it's a Canadian thing.
You would say that they misrepresented Canada by choosing that actress to play Megan?
No, quite the opposite. I think she's very Canadian.
Is she?
Yeah. I just think her teeth represent Canada. There's a flaw. There's a fatal flaw in that. I mean, some women who play hockey are missing teeth. Remember those girls?
Yeah.
When you were young. Yeah.
I always liked those girls at 3:00 when the lights came on in the bars, because that was the last chance.
All right.
Scott, are we going somewhere else that we shouldn't be going? Forget about it. I want to talk about this iPad giveaway that you're doing on Twitter. I saw your number. You're almost up to 10,000.
Not bad.
Pretty good, eh?
Yeah, not bad.
So you're giving that away. Is that still going? Are you still doing that, or what?
Yes. We are looking for people who can... There's a buzzing going on. Do you hear that noise?
Yeah. It's my hearing.
Do you want me to try and turn that buzzing off?
Is it you?
I think it's my buzzing, yeah. Do you want to hold on a second? Can you take a commercial break?
We'll take a commercial break. Was that the security system?
It was the security system in the house. We were being told that the rice is ready.
Oh, good. Good.
Well,
any last words, Scott? Great talking with you.
Last words. Well, buy the book, Uprising. It will change your life. If you want to save a marriage, lose weight. If you want to reconcile a friendship, if you want to make a lot of money, if you want to find a passion in your life, read this book.
Really? Interesting.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Uprising. You can get it on Amazon. And it'll help you, whether you're a community activist, a politician, a librarian, a tech innovator, company president, anybody with an idea can build a following today. And that's what this book helps you do. Helps you build a following in the hundreds and the thousands and the millions, not just around the corner, but around the world.
That's amazing. Thank you very much, Scott Goodson. The book
Willy.
is Uprising. Follow
Alrighty.
Scott on Twitter at ScottFrog.
At ScottFrog. At ScottFrog. That's it.
Cool. And if you are the 10,000th...
And win an iPad,
potentially. And win an iPad.
Yeah.
You add that in there, right?
But you have to watch the Willy show.
You got to watch this video
Yes.
of me interviewing you, everybody, in order to win that iPad. You have to go through me.
Well, you get to help me choose the winner. How's that?
Okay, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live on the Willy show.
Excellent.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why do we both have Japanese-style haircuts?
Because my barber is Japanese.
And my barber's Japanese, too.
Oh, really?
Yes, from Nagoya.
Oh, really? From Nagoya? Nagoya barber.
Yep.
Does he?
Yes, a he.
Does he shave your neck with like cream and stuff, like put powder on it and stuff and pat you in the back?
No. I'll ask him next time.
You got to ask him because that's totally Japanese. I think he's taking shortcuts.
All right, I will. Well, we can do a live show next time I'm getting my haircut.
There you go.
Okay.
Bring your iPhone.
I will. All right.
Thank you, Scott. See ya.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All the best.
All the best.